Eliaquim, his mother, and sister moved into an apartment in Santa Fe in mid-September. Before that, during the last 2 school years, they lived in 2 trailers, 2 rented rooms, and in between, spent nights in a shelter and a storage unit. In Santa Fe, the family is far from alone in their struggle to find stable housing. Santa Fe Public Schools estimates that more than 10% or 1,200 students experience homelessness each school year.
Before, I wouldn't keep my calm. I wasn't sad anymore. Anything just ticked me off.
The New Mexico Coalition to End Homelessness estimates the city is short of affordable housing by 5,000 units. But even market rate rentals are hard to find. Joseph Montoya, the executive director of housing operations for Santa Fe County, estimates the county's housing is at 99% of capacity. Meanwhile, rents are going up. According to census data, 86% of Santa Fe renters who earn up to $50,000 a year are cost burdened, defined as paying more than 30% of income for rent. Currently, moratoriums on evictions from the Center for Disease Control and the New Mexico State Supreme Court are keeping tens of thousands of New Mexicans from being ousted from their homes amid the pandemic. But past due rent payments are mounting.
The eviction moratorium from the Centers for Disease Control at the federal level is scheduled to end December 31st of this year. We have no idea when or whether the New Mexico Supreme Court is going to lift its protection. Its protection is in place until they say otherwise. So what we know, though, is that December 31st date ends the federal protection for tenants. So we're really worried that once that date happens, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be intimidated, who are going to be terrified, who are going to be evicted, whether formally or legally or not. So we're really concerned that if we don't put protections in place for tenants before these moratorium end, that it will be too late. The tsunami will have come in and taken all of these people out of their homes. And we certainly can't do that on the first of the year when we're having this terrible weather, this terrible pandemic. So I think what we really need to do is just take this crisis opportunity to act and to enact further protections for tenants in Santa Fe. People cannot stay safe in their home if they've been kicked out of one.
Since March, the pandemic has forced New Mexico students to learn from home. Thousands like Eliaquim have trouble defining that place. While he's only in 6th grade, Eliaquim wants to pursue a career in cooking and maybe open a restaurant one day to serve quadruple cheeseburgers and tamales like the kind they make in his mother's hometown of Torreon, Mexico. Right now, though, he really just wants a stable place to call home. Define the word home. What does that mean to you?
For me, it means somewhere where I could be safe, somewhere where my family and me don't have to worry about casualties or being constantly just getting kicked out, and having somewhere to cook, and then having each other.